I watched you slip away while she smiled, knowing exactly what she'd done. My silence was mercy. Hers was manipulation. She broke us without lifting a finger. Just a carefully placed silence. I never thought the enemy would share my blood. Her betrayal tasted sweet on your tongue, and now I'm left bitter. I trusted her with my heart. She handed it to you. Shattered. You walked away thinking it was me, but it was always her. Her lies wore your love like a cloak. I became guilty in your eyes by standing next to her truth. She didn't just steal you. She erased every version of me you loved. I heard your goodbye in her voice before you even said it. You believed her silence more than my trembling honesty. She tore pages out of our love story, then blamed me for the holes. I hate that she poisoned your heart before I could heal it. You saw my flaws through her filter, not your memory. She gave you a version of me I never even met. I didn't lose you. I was replaced. She wore my ruin like perfume. I watched her rewrite my love as your regret. The moment you stopped trusting me, I knew she had spoken. Her betrayal didn't need a voice, just timing. She carved your distance with a scalpel of doubt. I saw you believing her, and that's when I stopped breathing. You left to protect yourself from lies she planted in your garden. Her whisper carried more weight than my promises. I hate that you judged me by her insecurities. She didn't have to fight me, just ruin me silently. My love was strong, but her timing was cruel. You left me for the peace she promised, but it was only silence. She dressed betrayal in concern, and you believed it. I was honest. She was calculated. You walked away from both. I hate that you only remember the version she created of me. She offered you safety. I gave you truth. In her story, I was the villain because I loved you too loudly. I watched her unmake me in your eyes. One glance at a time. My pain wasn't loud enough to compete with her performance. She turned my love into a warning label. You didn't lose me. You let her replace me. Her love came in whispers. Mine came in blood. I gave you fire. She offered fog. It chose the illusion. She made you afraid of the very love you once begged me for. I hate that she convinced you I was dangerous when I was just desperate. She buried me beneath your doubts. You never even asked me what happened. You let her speak for us. I whispered truth. She screamed silence. You listened to the loudest one. I watched your heart close like a door she slammed. She knew where to hurt us, right in the trust. My sister didn't lie. She rearranged. You wanted peace. She gave you silence. I gave you myself. I hate that her story replaced mine. You weren't confused. You were convinced. I stayed loyal to people who burned me in whispers. You believed the version of me built by her jealousy. She didn't want you. She just didn't want us. I cried quietly so you wouldn't hear me break. She let you leave, thinking love meant control. My sin was loving you louder than she liked. I was the sacrifice for her peace. She didn't stab me. She watched me bleed. I hate that you blamed me for what she wanted you to see. You saw her pain and ignored my ruin. My love for you was buried in her convenience. You walked away with her version of events. Not mine. She didn't destroy us. You let her. Her betrayal was invisible, but it was the loudest thing in the room. You never questioned her. Only me. I lost you in the echo of her intentions. She didn't need to lie, just lean. Her silence was a rope. You used it to hang our future. I hate that I now flinch at my sister's name. You believed her doubts more than my devotion. She said nothing, and still undid everything. Our love died of quiet poison, served by someone I trusted. You left carrying her. Silence like it was sacred. My sister's betrayal didn't end me, but it ended us. I fought for us while she watched me lose. You never looked back. Maybe she made sure of that. Her intentions wore a mask, and you handed her the key to my heart. I wasn't perfect, but I wasn't what she made me out to be. I hate that I lost you to someone who was never even part of us. I'm broken by the sister who turned my forever into never. Our love was a fragile thread. She cut it with cruel hands. I hate that she owns a story where I lost you forever. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. My sister's betrayal is the silent thief of every promise we whispered. She turned my love into ash, and you walked away without looking back. The wound she caused bleeds in silence, where no one hears my cries. I hate that her shadow eclipsed the light we fought so hard to keep. She broke us with whispers, and I'm left shouting into an empty room. Love died softly between us, crushed beneath her careless lies. I lost you to a war I never chose, fought in silence by her words built a prison where your heart no longer found freedom. I hate that she turned our love into a story nobody wants to tell. The sister I trusted gave you reasons to doubt, and now you're gone. Every time I remember, her betrayal cuts sharper than 1,000 knives. I loved you through the betrayal. She loved only herself. You walked away, carrying her lies like they were truth wrapped in gold. The space between us is haunted by the sister I couldn't protect you from. I hate that her poison slipped into the veins of our love. I scream in silence because she stole the words I needed to save us. She made you believe I was the enemy when I was fighting for us. Our love became collateral, damage in a war no one asked for. I hate that her betrayal was the last song you ever heard from me. The sister I loved became the reason you stopped believing in us. Her lies grew like vines, choking the roots of everything we built. I hate that she wrote our ending with a pen dipped in betrayal. I'm left holding fragments of a love shattered by a sister's greed. She turned your love away from me. Like the tide turning against the shore, I hate that her silence between us speaks louder than any apology. Our love was a fragile bloom, crushed beneath her careless footsteps. I lost you in a war where she fought with words and I with tears. She made you forget the reasons we held on so tightly. I hate that her betrayal is the scar I wear beneath my skin. The sister I trusted stole your heart in the quietest betrayal. I'm haunted by the echo of her lies in every memory of you. You left because her poison seeped deeper than my love could reach. I hate that she replaced my name with doubt in your heart. Our story ended in the silence where her betrayal whispered the loudest. I loved you through the shadows she cast. Still, you walked away. She broke the trust I built between us with a single venomous word. I hate that her betrayal is the wound that never stops bleeding. Her words are the cold wind that blew you far from my arms. I lost you to the sister whose love was only for herself. I hate that she owns thee. Silence where your love used to live. Our love was a candle snuffed out by her reckless breath. She tore the threads that bound our hearts, leaving only frayed ends. I hate that her betrayal turned our forever into a whispered goodbye. I'm broken by the sister who made you doubt the truth of my love. She whispered poison into the well of our trust, and it ran dry. I hate that her shadow still darkens the path where you once walked to me. You left carrying her lies like gifts you never wanted to unwrap. Our love drowned silently beneath the weight of her whispered betrayals. I hate that the sister I called family became the architect of our end. She built walls so high, even love couldn't climb over. I lost you in the quiet where her betrayal spoke the loudest. I hate that she became the last voice you ever heard from me. Our love was a fragile bird broken by the storm of her lies. I'm haunted by the sister who made you forget how to love me. She stole the light from your eyes and left me in darkness. I hate that her betrayal is the shadow I can never outrun. The sister I trusted made you doubt every word I ever said. I lost you to the war she waged in the silence between us. I hate that she holds the final chapter in the story of us. Our love crumbled quietly beneath the weight of her careless words. She turned my truth into a lie you believed without question. I hate that her betrayal left me holding memories that burn. The sister I loved became the ghost that stole you away. You left because her poison was stronger than my promises. I hate that her silence drowned every plea I made for us. Our love was a fragile thread, snapped by her reckless hands. I'm broken by the sister who chose herself over everything we had. She whispered doubts into your heart until love was a stranger. I hate that her lies turned our forever into a forgotten past. I lost you to the sister whose love was only for herself. The space between us smells of betrayal I never saw coming. My dear, I never wanted this. Your absence tastes like my sister's silent betrayal. The space between us is carved by her words I never meant to hear. I loved you through a war I never signed up for. Her shadow broke us. How did love become a battlefield where my sister's name echoes like a curse? I hate that she stands between us, a wall no apology can breach. The silence between us screams louder than the lies she whispered. My heart is a hostage of her choices. Your absence is my punishment. I watch us crumble because she built a cage with poison whispers. I'm haunted by the ghost of a sister who stole your love away. She made me lose you without ever lifting a finger. Only words. I hate that my love for you feels like a secret I betrayed by blood. We fell apart on her terms, and I'm left holding pieces that won't fit. Her shadow swallowed our future, and I'm drowning in what-ifs. I didn't know a sister's love could fracture mine so violently. You left. But her lies stayed, like scars no time can erase. I'm screaming inside, but you only hear her silence between us. Our story ended quietly, erased by a sibling's cold betrayal. The ache of losing you is tangled with the bitterness of her name. I loved you enough to lose everything, except the memory of her. She tore us apart like a thief in the night, without remorse. Every why is tangled in her shadow. Every goodbye, a broken promise. She whispered doubt where love once grew. Now only ruins remain. I hate that she won. I carry the weight of her betrayal like a scar beneath my skin. You're gone, but she lingers in every corner of my broken heart. I wish I could rewrite the moment she chose us to lose. Our love was a fragile flame snuffed out by her cold breath. I never thought blood could betray me deeper than any stranger. I hate that her shadow is the last thing you see when you think of me. The silence she built between us is louder than any scream I've made. She sold our future for a secret only she wanted to keep. You left because of her. I stayed haunted by what I couldn't protect. I hate that the sister I loved became the thief of my heart. Our story ended in the space she carved between your heart and mine. Her lies were weapons, and I was the battlefield you fled. I'm mourning a love she buried beneath the weight of her deceit. She turned love into war, and I lost you in the crossfire. I hate that my sister's voice is the last echo you carry of me. Our love drowned in her poison, and I'm left gasping for truth. I never saw her betrayal coming, only felt the void where you once were. You walked away, but her shadow pulled the strings beneath your feet. The space between us smells of her lies, bitter and suffocating. I hate that I'm the one left picking up the shards she shattered. Our love story ended with a sister's whisper, never with our hearts. Wanted us to fight together, but she turned us against ourselves. She made you choose silence where love begged to be heard. The sister I trusted became the silence that swallowed your voice. I hate that her betrayal became the reason for your goodbye. Our hearts still beat, but her lies made them strangers in the night. I'm haunted by the sister who stole your warmth and left me cold. You were my forever, until she tore the pages from our book. I hate that I'm the villain in a story she rewrote for herself. She used our love as a weapon. Now I bleed from her war. Our love fell through cracks she carved with careless hands. I hate that her shadow still looms where your love once shone. She built walls between us that no apology can ever tear down. I lost you to her silence and the lies she never whispered to me. I hate that my sister's betrayal is the wound that never heals. Our love was a fragile dream shattered by her reckless hands. Memories poisoned by the sister I once called friend. You walked away because she whispered words I never could undo. I hate that the sister I loved is the one who took you from me. She stole you quietly, and I'm screaming in the silence she left. Our story ended with a betrayal I never saw coming. I hate that love was the battlefield where she won by tearing us apart. She made your absence a permanent tattoo on my broken heart. I'm left with shadows of a love she refused to let live. You're gone, but her betrayal is the echo I can't escape. I hate that she made me lose the one I was meant to keep. Her lies wrapped around us like chains, too strong to break. Our love died in the silence between her whispers and your doubts. I hate that she chose to fight for us by tearing us apart. I'm haunted by the sister whose love was the poison in my veins. You left because she turned love into a war I couldn't win. I hate that she was the last voice you heard before goodbye. The space she created between us feels like a wound that won't close.